Okay. So I've been in NTSD for around 2 years. I've been teaching the calculus since since 2018. Uh, I graduated from I took master and PhD in NTSD, material science department. My bachelor is from Indonesia, from ITB. Yeah, I think that's just my background. And I need you to scan the QR code just to make sure and try the system also if it is okay or not. So this is for your attendance. So every attendance now you need to have this QR code, and also the online students. Okay, you can scan the QR code. Okay, and this is for your attendance. Okay, and I will try to record all the class session. Okay, so every class. So let me check. Okay, so every courses I will try to record all and upload to YouTube and share to you so you can review all the courses. Okay, can you try? Is it okay? You can log in. Okay. Okay. Just trying the new system from the school. They provide the QR code. Okay. All done. If you have any problem scanning the QR code, fine. Okay. For the local student, have you studied any courses before with English, or try to learn from YouTube in English, or no? Or this is your first time? First time? Okay. So if you cannot really understand what I'm saying, don't hesitate to ask me, because I think in science, engineering, or math, there is specific terms that in Chinese and English it will be a bit different. So you need to ask if you really don't have a clue of what it is. Okay. Okay. So next, also go to the your email, university email, or the Moodle periodically. Maybe every week you need to check up whether there is a new announcement or not, because all the information I will put in the Moodle system. Okay. Yeah, this is just reminder. Okay. The school said that if you are too close each other, please wear a mask or have a safe distance between you and your friends. Okay. If not, then Darth Vader will choke you. Okay. Uh, yeah, and for online students, don't forget to prepare masks when you come to Taiwan. Okay, and you can also buy in Taiwan for the mask. And this is the my textbook. Okay, so the textbook will be the James Stewart 9 edition, because there is a lot of variations. Okay, you need to remember that this book will have early transcendentals, and this is the cover if you want to make sure. Okay. Um, other reference, okay, this is just additional reference. Okay, so this is the main reference, the textbook. I will have my courses, chapters, contents, all from the textbook. And for the additional reference, okay, if you haven't heard before, there is a website called Wolfram Alpha. So that is for, actually, this website is for asking everything in science and engineering. Okay, so you can also ask any mathematical formula. For example, you want to derive derivative of formula or integral of, you can input your formula there. And the website will provide the solution, the graphs, and it is quite useful if you want to learn and know how to solve the problem. But I think it's free. But if you want to get all the details, you need to pay. But I think the free version is enough for university students. Okay. Also, you can check some open course like MIT open course. I think there's a lot of open course, like Coursera also offers some courses, and you can check any math or calculus course if you want. But if not, that's okay. And also for learning how to graph, okay, you have this Geogebra. It's called Geogebra. So that is for graph, okay, graph calculator. So you can put some formula. I will show you maybe later. So you can put formula, and you can create your own graph, okay? Or you can learn from, they provide some sources. Okay? They provide some sources to learn some specific content. Like for example, they have how to derive. Okay? They will have the graph and see the differences on the graph when you change the point and how it works. We'll show you later. And the last one is just a narrations, okay, just a story about calculus, why calculus is important, and etc. It's not really useful, but if you want to know how and why, you can check. Okay, but I think only the textbook and maybe Wolfram Alpha and GeoGebra, that's really powerful. Okay, the others you can check if you want. Okay, that's for textbook. Actually, there also another edition. If you want to check that book also, that's okay, because overall the content still the same. Okay, like 7th edition, 8th edition is still the same, but the difference is the chapters. The order is different. Okay, I prefer the newer version because the order is, I think, it's quite good for learning. Yeah, that's the textbook. Okay, the schedule. Okay, so I will refer this class to be class A to make it easier. Okay, class A. We have Monday and Friday for the class. Yeah, I'm not sure why they changed the room, but yeah, it's just neighbor. And then the Friday at TR is your TA class. Okay, and for this week, there's no TA class because we only have like one chapter, and it's just like really overview of calculus, just reviewing your maybe high school, junior high school math. Okay, so we will have the first TA will be the next week, 25, September 25. I will show you later also the schedule. Okay. Okay. And then maybe you are wondering what is calculus, why we need to learn calculus. So any idea what is calculus? I've already read math of all things. But what is change? Okay, you you learn math in your previous high school or junior high, right? Math has a lot of sections. It has geometry, algebra, and so on, right? And calculus is one of the area that it tells us about anything that has rate of change, or you can say just all the things that changing. Like when you're running, you are keep running faster, faster, faster. Your rate of speed is changing, and this is also calculus. We have two main idea of calculus. First is derivative. Second is integral. Both seems different, but they are from the same concept. I will tell you later what is the concept. So maybe try to forget a little bit of your previous high school, junior high school. Let's start from the scratch of what is calculus. Okay? The meaning calculus itself is, I think it's from the Latin words pebble. So pebble like a small stone, because it's so small. Okay, um, you are difficult to count of that pebbles. But when you grouping that stones, you can count like, oh, it's big. So that small, really small stones is actually the concept of the calculus. You heard of dx, right? Dx, x, the integral of x squared dx. What does dx mean? Dx means it's something really small that actually you cannot really show in the picture, actually. But I will tell you later about that. So two founders for calculus is, I believe you heard Newton, Isaac Newton, the gravity apple, but I don't think that story is true. But yeah, Newton, and the bottom one is Leibniz. Have you heard Leibniz symbol? No? But I think you have used that symbol. It's similar to like dx, but it has a curve. That is Leibniz symbol. So these two gentlemen, they found, or they established the foundation of calculus. Newton, British, Leibniz is in Germany. So they established on their own at the same time, accidentally at the same time. Okay, just historical. Okay, so this some quote for calculus. So calculus required continuity, and continuity was supposed to require infinitely little. Maybe you don't understand, that's okay. But what I want to show you is in calculus, we need one thing called continuity. And to know the continuity, we need something that infinitely small, that dx that I talked before. Okay. So continue. I believe continue is easy to understand. You have graph, any line of graph without any point, like hole, and it's all the way. So when you have your pen, you draw the functions, and you don't pick up your pen. You draw, that means continue. But if you pick up the pen and continue, and it has a different point, then it's not continue. I will later uh, um, tell you about that. But this is the main idea of the calculus. I don't want you to understand right now. We still have a long way to go. So first, derivative. Okay, what is derivative? Okay, the easy way to remember, derivative is all about the slope. Slope means if you have point A point B. Okay. In point A, you have slope here. In point B, you have slope here. Different, right? But how we know that is our slope? Actually, why I'm drawing A and B, this is actually for later courses, but we approach, okay, A. So if I make this B from this point and I'm moving this B through here, it's getting closer to A. Or I would say the distance will be 0. And maybe you have heard before, that's called limit. And that's also one concept to approach calculus. And that's why you have the derivative, but we will tell you later. Okay, so it's all about the slope. And then integral is all about this area under the curve. Whether it's this 2-dimension or 3 dimensions, it's all about under the curve. If 3-dimension, it becomes the for loop because you are rotating the curve. In 2-dimension, it's the area here. And how the approximations will be, it depends on, you see here, there's like a triangle here. So it's not really area under the curve, right? We have some area missing, right? So we have this slicing rectangle. This is also we call the dx, right? The dx, the infinitely small. Okay. When we make it the dx in this picture smaller, you will find it's getting more smooth, the area. We can fill this hole here if we make it smaller and smaller. Okay, that's the integral. But I will tell you later. Okay, sorry for the honest students. This is the graph for the integral. So it's all about area under the curve. Okay. So how do we proceed on our course? Okay, from now on until the end of the semester. Okay. So it depends on you. Okay. I prepare the schedule. So if we stick to the schedule on time, we can finish before New Year. So finish class. But if we need more time, then it will be the same as the university schedule, which is the middle of January. That's the final exam, actually. But if we finish early, then we can finish. The earliest day we can finish is the end of December. Okay, my target is the end of December. But if not, then maybe this first week of January or second week of January. Okay, it depends on you. Okay, it can be slow, fast, a quick course, depends. And then grading. I put attendance here because I want to make sure that the online students, they also can attend, and I want to make sure that they are attending the courses, so I know they are hearing my voice. Okay, so we have quiz 25%, TA score is 20. Okay, midterm also 20. Final is 30%. Okay. So for quiz we will have 3 or 4 quiz. At least three quiz. TA is depends on your TA. She or he will prepare maybe also quiz, maybe exercise, maybe homework, depends on them. And then we have only one time midterm. Okay, I will tell you what chapters we will have in the midterm, and also what chapters in the final. Okay. Yeah, we will learn until this Actually, not this double integral, but the surface area. The surface area. This actually there's some formula here. Yeah, we will learn until that chapter 8. But I will show you later. Okay. Is it okay? The grading. Okay. So any questions so far? So for the online students, you have questions? Okay, for online students, any questions you want to ask? You can type your questions in the chat box. Okay. Okay. No questions? Okay. Uh, okay, this is the Geogebra. So you can write down your graph. Easy, right? And you can, using all the stuff here, you can use the trigonometric, logarithmic functions. Yeah, you can try all the functions you want. And also, let me show you the GeoGebra for the online students. Yeah. For what? Yeah, to study is okay, but not in exam. Yeah. So for online students, okay, you can check also. It's called the GeoGebra that I already told you before in the slides. You can check this graphing calculator. You can input functions. You can input all the symbols in mathematics and try to make. So you can try to make your own functions. Okay, do you still hear me or no? Online students, do you hear me? Still clear? Okay, okay, good. So that's the GeoGebra, and then so this is the Wolfram alpha. You can, for example, derivative of, let's check all the here, maybe here. And we will calculate the functions like this. Okay. So for online students, this is the Wolfram alpha. You can also check. And for example, yeah, for example, this is the derivative of these functions. You can have this all idea here. So you will get the plots, okay, the graph. You will get the some alternate form, the root, the real, and the complex one, the imaginary number, and yeah, all here you get it. So you see here, okay, in the right side, you have the step-by-step solutions. That is when you will pay. So if not, then just use the free one. Okay, I think the free one is already useful for you to check the answer, or maybe you want to know what is the behavior of the functions. Okay. Okay, and one more thing. Okay, because you are from, I believe, different background, especially there's international students, local students. You have, I believe you have learned some math before, but I'm not sure the content, the chapters, whether you are learn really in a good environment or not. I will go all through from the scratch, okay, from the scratch, like the idea of functions, just reviewing whether you are remember the stuff or not, like the functions, how to transform the functions, how to shift the functions, what is the domain? You remember domain? It's usually D. Okay. Okay. If you don't remember, that's okay. We will go from the scratch. Domain, range, one-to-one function, inverse. That is will be the first course next Friday. Okay. That will be the first course next Friday. So, yeah, any questions? If not, then that is the introduction. Okay, just that. Okay, we finished. Oh, 10:58. Yeah, 30 minutes, right? Okay. Okay. For online students, any questions so far? Yes. Yeah, the passing. The passing. If you are following the NTUST, they have standard the at least C minus, but the C minus is actually, it depends. Okay, it can be 60, it can be 62. It depends on the normal distribution. So I will rate your average score. I will make the normal distributions. Okay, so the more you have like high average, then probably the passing will also getting higher. But it depends on you, because for example, most of you get maybe 65, but maybe 2 or 3 students get 90. This will be different in this distribution, because 3 students get 90, then I will normalize the grade, maybe 60, maybe 62, maybe 63. Okay, it depends on average score. Okay. But the percentage, I will use the grading like in the slides before. This grading, the okay. Okay, online students, do you have questions? If you have questions, write down your questions. If not, then maybe you can type when you will come to Taiwan. Estimate your time estimate when you arrive. Can you type the dates? Maybe first week of October or second week of October. Okay, please type in. Okay. Okay, for the others, if there's no questions, then we finish our class. See you next Friday. Okay. And for the one who need the code, I will prepare next Friday. Okay, the code. Okay. Okay. So For online students, the class is finished. We only have the introductions for today. So you can write your uh, estimation time when you will. Okay. Other students, when you will arrive in Taiwan? Okay. Okay. I'll stop the recording. Okay. I will stop the recording.